Ooh, okay. Interesting. Alex, what are you doing? No, Alex. Hey everyone, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today we are watching Roswell, New Mexico, Season 3, Episode 9. And we have Max back. Kind of. So they were able to get the pod of Max, which was originally Jones, but Jones and Max switched places when Jones healed Max. It's a little complicated. But yeah, so we also found out what Jones kind of wants, what he's after, and how he stayed in power for so long. And one of the things that he's after happens to be the thing that the Lockhart clock, which we found out is not actually by the creator. He just stole it and made everyone think he created it. But it holds alien tech that Jones is after. And Alex has it, Alex knows where it is, and Alex willing to try and get Michael into Deep Sky so he can see the clock too. And then they were able to save Maria. Still no word on if they are able, what's going on with Kyle yet. But that's kind of like a big thing that's going on right now. It's trying to stop Jones, and hopefully they can do it, and hopefully we'll find out more about Kyle. I'm still annoyed that we have yet to find out about Kyle. Like, why is he in the coma? What's going on with him? Is Jones, to blame for this? But hopefully we'll find out more as time goes on. But before we get into the episode, if you are enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, please comment down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time. Bye. Until next time, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Wow. I'm sorry. Oh, so we're getting some flashbacks here. Awesome. This is where she destroys all his clones and his
those animals for 27 years. I understood you to be one of the brightest minds in your field.
It's not for lack of trying, Mr. Jones. I filled in what I could, but it's beyond me.
What are you
It's
doing,
so
Joe?
troublesome when the spark of ingenuity slips away.
What are you doing, Jones?
Seems we need to find ourselves a smarter genius, huh, Bobby?
Can't wait till they destroy him.
Where's Max? Well, apparently almost dying, and then swapping bodies with an evil dictator sort of takes it out of the guy. He's been asleep for 2 days.
At least taken a nap since removing him from the pod?
Away from Generex before they could sell it to a skincare company so that I could get a head start on mending Max. And yes, we are squarely in classic Liz territory.
Alien complications for 400.
Oh, I love you, Michael.
Still need to invent the science.
Look, considering there's a clock on Max's life, I cannot think of a better person who would help make those seconds.
So is she gonna
Okay,
tell Heath
close out
about
the
them?
Complications category and wager that Heath isn't going to call you back since he drove you back here and you told him to go chase Dr. Holden, who doesn't exist.
So now you just need to convince someone who's now taking your calls to rejoin Team Liz, and then convince Max that his fear of outsiders and science, all wrapped up in what I'm assuming is a rather handsome romantic rival, is the best option on the table.
putting it that way, Isabella's
Plan to save my life?
not the best. Hey, Max, hello.
There seems to be no lasting effects from the paralytic you were injected with outside that cop's home.
Ooh,
But
yay,
we're still looking for
Kyle.
clues to identify it and where your adverse reaction to it came from.
The physician to physician, I could be helpful here. I suggest you have your team
Kyle.
read the endoplasmic reticulum for traces
He's
of the
finally
paralytic.
awake,
You're not a physician
yay.
in these walls. You're a patient.
I'll take it from here, Darby.
Yay, Kyle.
Thank you. Kyle, what you should do is leave this research to us. You don't have the expertise to do this kind of off-book work.
I literally
Except he
hijacked
does.
an operating room to bring an alien back to life. I've stolen bodies, did an alien autopsy, had a radio talk back to me. No one is more qualified in top secret ET shenanigans than me.
There is so much of Jim in you.
And that should be reason enough for you to let me help you pursue this.
No, I opened this door to my brother and I got him killed, and I will not do the same to you.
Hey, you don't get to say something like that and just walk away. You better add a little context to that sentence.
Yo, this is gonna be interesting and.
Here.
Gregory remains. Yay!
You know, I've been thinking a lot about the clues.
Really, Isabel?
Yes. Evil Brock's burritos.
Marie and I haven't had a chance to talk about what she saw in Patricia's memories.
Well, amidst a eugenics nightmare, we discovered that.
Wait, so Gregory does know that they're aliens? I didn't think he did fully know, but okay.
Between Sharp's journal and a chat with Alice.
And then investigate from there.
Yeah, but that could be a huge list spanning decades.
Hence the butter me up burritos.
Hello?
How's the office, honey?
Oh, don't be so cute, Michael.
You know I love when you talk Cody to me. I'm calling because I want to make sure that you're being careful with the brain melter.
Yes, and I'm eating my Wheaties.
Yeah, I mean, it's not funny.
Stay back and wire the
Oh,
before and after.
You two are
handling the device.
so
However,
married
why?
already. Just so married already.
Levels which produces hallucinations and auditory misnomers.
Respectfully, left them inside the door so the coyotes wouldn't snag them.
Thank you very much, Karen.
Alright, okay.
Seriously,
I actually
you
called
two
because
are
I'm
so
working with
cute.
turquoise and oscillating currents flowing through it. I think I have a theory on how the machine is sealed, and maybe alien tapping frequency could open it so we could fix it.
That's our show, kids. End of my safety window.
Yeah. Okay, have fun, don't lose track of time.
I am not going to forget our very first real in-public date.
Oh, they're going on a date! Yay! I'm so happy about this. No, walk away. Walk away. Alex, you said you would walk away. Alex, you said you would walk away.
If you're seeing me, you must be close to understanding the machine I built. So what's another 15 minutes gonna hurt to find out if you're right?
Ooh, okay. Okay.
All the tires.
13 years later, here we are.
I think the goal was ocean, not alien spores and DNA research.
Oh, they're going to see Heath.
Would have grabbed the mix I made back then.
I bet Backwards Baseball Cafu had a song for everything. Stay Lives, Sunset. Did you ever make your move on me track?
Ooh, he did. Oh, that's great.
Alright.
Oh no. Jones is gonna go after Heath.
I'm doing a story on the recent murders, sussing out if the crime at Max is that put you in a coma and the church fire connected to the Roswell regiment attacks.
Interesting. Isabel would like to do an interview.
Oh, Maria.
But it's just
Oh, I
right now
love
it's
you,
not a great time
Maria.
for
deep throat. Because my throat is busy. Talking.
Is she nervous? How adorable.
Maybe we can grab drinks together. So why would you shut that beautiful, soulful, maybe we could grab drinks together woman down?
Beyond the fact that she investigates lies for a living, and I literally live one?
For what it's worth, she did come in here asking about you the other night.
Ooh.
Anatsa and I may have had a few cocktails, and then a proposition might have been propositioned. And then it is possible that I chickened out and mindscaped a naval officer to steal his wedding lift.
You bourboned and bolted. Sipped and snuck.
I balled it and I tailed it.
Okay, you're both very clever.
Oh my god.
Right now. We need to focus on
Maria
preventing
are
more
just
murders.
made for each other. I love it.
Well, this
You could have conjured anyone, Airman. You chose me. I think it's because I represent the pain that has always existed between our two families. Or maybe I just represent who you really think you're fighting with when it comes to this device.
Interesting.
well, there are no Shatner 6, but these were. I was a coward back then. I want to do what you're doing. Walk forward, and not back.
He's really changing. I like this.
Come on now.
So happy for Max.
Now it's my turn to drive.
Oh, but I think she's a little pissed at you.
Maybe it's because I just came out of a coma, but you gotta appreciate the majesty of nature.
You know, unless the majesty of nature is also committing murders, I think we have bigger fish to fry. Listen, Jones mentioned that the ship was breaking apart as it was plummeting towards the Earth.
Our dad instilled in us the altitude trajectory and flight coordinates of the 47 shipwreck. This camp was right on the path, so you could be onto something.
Well, before we commit a felony, I just want a little more proof that this is where we should be hunting for a little green man.
Well, okay, it makes sense that he would know because of his father and Alex. Okay, that would make sense. Oh, so there was a pod in the lake. Interesting.
Watsons, it's time to Sherlock ourselves the whereabouts of an alien.
Oh, interesting.
The day Jim got engaged. The day Roswell was born. The day I became the head of Deep Sky.
Now, I appreciate the nostalgia, but what did you mean when you said you killed my father?
Yeah, he's avoiding that question.
And the Deep Sky version of me was born. That is the last line of this bottle. It promised that I made Jim that I would keep you away from this life and all of the consequences that come with it.
Yeah, well, he's too bad. He's already in it.
Follow any further, huh? You and Michael, you're still caught in your father's shadow.
Please tell me that between the googly eyes of
Aww.
my great-great-grandniece...
Seriously, Isabel, stop interrupting them. Let them have their fun
Social services was overwhelmed.
cuddling
Christian
time.
owners volunteered came here for the summer.
We don't remember what we're fighting for. I am fighting for the people I love.
What do you want for yourself? Or have you been in survival mode for so long that you don't even know what that is?
We should listen to Maria. We really should.
Taking my dick means.
This isn't a violation of trust. I'm breaking and entering out of concern for you.
Oh. Yep, he knows that Alex has lied to him.
I really
Uh-oh.
wanted a sister. And I got one. We had a little sister fight. Thing is, it's kind of nice to have a sister fight. It's nice to have s'mores. Live. That's what I see when I look back into my family's memories. They found that. And Maybe I'm a little tipsy.
Or maybe you're just smitten with the minions.
Really glad I'm not dead.
I'm really glad you're not dead too.
I really like that they're adding him more in there. Oh, finally! Marianne. Gregory, finally.
Is that your research?
Not quite. His name's Enrique. My dad sends me one everywhere I go.
So were you happy here?
LA was a commercial for life. The house, the view.
The boyfriend?
Heath was a commercial too, yeah. For
Getting over me.
Just
my
a little bit.
reasons for leaving Roswell, they were complicated, but the science wasn't. He showed me that. He helped me grow professionally and personally. Okay. Generax took everything with a scrap of science on it. But luckily, I have learned a thing or two from Rosa about squirreling science away for a rainy day.
What's wrong?
It's
My
gone.
research. All of it. It's gone.
So does Heath have it?
No, Heath. He must have grabbed it for me. But before it could be discovered, he knew about this hiding spot.
I had a feeling it was Heath.
Heath is as good a guy as you make him out to be. Call him again. We've explained that we're in LA and
I've been explaining. He's not answering, so we gotta up our game. I gotta make my case in person. We're going to his house.
Ooh. But will you get there before Jones does? That's the question.
Some drink? I want to do this because this could be part of my story. So thank you
Kyle.
for showing me that my dad was flawed enough that I could step out of his shadow.
Kyle, I'm so
I
happy
understand why
for
you
you.
want me to make different choices. So I am. I choose to walk the same path, but better than him.
You go, Kyle.
Now, I
You
don't want
go.
your cool decoder rings. But I do want to save lives of the doctor. I want part of the story that I started with Alex. And I want a shot at doing it free from the ghosts.
He
I can
deserves
promise
to
you
have
I won't
that.
go past.
I mean, he's come this far.
And you shouldn't either.
Some spores that turn into stem cells so that we could take down your planet enslaving doppelganger.
Go.
Ooh, this is interesting. Heath left Generax 2 days after I did. Must have realized he didn't need to be working underneath their corporate thumb.
how much do you know about this guy? Heath, how close were you?
Because it
This
says
is
the
the time
Wild
we chose
Pony,
the
so.
plan.
I'm just saying it's possible that.
It does not mean that Heath would take the same path.
And just because you changed the wallpaper doesn't mean you've mended your blind spots.
Oh.
I've learned my lessons, but you... My God, you sound an awful lot like the guy who blew up my lab, so forgive me.
Oh, this
but you're
is not
making
going
it
well.
perfectly clear why I felt like I had to go and change the wall.
Did you hear that?
Safe.
Must have been the electronic lock. Manual's still intact.
You know, so much for not wanting to break and enter.
Those your spores?
It's what held them. They're gone.
So what is Heath up to?
Someone's not doing their job. Okay, let's keep going. could skip the awkward staring and get to the part where we help Alex.
Run a diagnostic on the security cameras in Sector 2. Thanks. Oh no, he hacked the cameras and took the machine.
Are you telling me Alex has been exposed to the machine for 2 days straight?
We need to find him.
Oh, yeah, this is not good. Alex, what are you doing?
You're right. I do have to get control over my life. I need to figure out what it is I'm fighting for when all of this is said and done. But the problem is, I have no idea where to even start.
Okay, well, how do you like your eggs?
What?
I like mine fried, a little bit runny, Tabasco. I don't know, growing up, my mom didn't eat breakfast. So
Oh, Tabasco. Oh,
And then
original
with my mom,
Roswell.
I basically had whatever he was having because you see, I am a facsimile of a human.
okay. Just start with eggs. Don't stop until you know who you are.
Speaking of the most important meal of the day, how'd you take your bread remains?
Too early before coffee. Over hard.
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay, well,
my god.
do you want to trade life tips for sex tips? How flexible is your core? Because that makes a big difference.
Okay, and without bourbon to add to said coffee, definitely too early. In a Christian camp.
Let me help lift the burden of your sin.
Oh, I love these two.
Maria, look. With love from Johnny Doe and the Lincoln Neighborhood Church.
Oh, it looks like just living life revealed some clues, hmm?
Very righteous of you. I will go investigate this cross clue. You live a little more life and come out hardball and drag. Take him on to go, Mains.
Oh my god, Isabel.
No, these are brain scans.
I spent a year cleaning up my father's messes, and I made sure that not one of them touched Michael.
What is she doing?
You fear this one's different.
I won't be bested by some ET ham radio.
Alex.
About this being a metaphor?
We've done too much.
But not
Alex.
stop listening. 2 days ago, you might have known what was real.
Alex.
What was imagined. I can imagine that it would be really hard to know what step.
Alex, what are you doing?
And which one leads to your death. So I guess you're left with 2 truths. Love makes you do crazy things.
Alex.
And worst, your greatest fear has been actualized. Your
Alex.
father's hatred is stronger than your capacity to love.
No. Alex. 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 Oh, thank god.
I always got you.
Oh, thank god, Michael. Oh, thank god.
Okay, sadly, my snooping featured fewer firemen, but I did find a lead with someone who had those initials.
Good thing I'm
Ooh.
not snooping in a church. Sinners can walk right to the front door.
Are they gonna start working together?
Rocky path we have ahead of us, out of my mind.
I spoke to Sanders about the same thing. He said, you don't walk away from a broken engine. You find a way to make it purr again.
I love that Michael
I'm not
there
sure just
to
because
save.
of, the mass
Alex.
hallucinations, but
You're here. I am here. Solving a 75-year-old mystery seems like a pretty good first date.
Yes, it does.
What do the post-its say? Yeah, I didn't just keep your tips. I listened to them as a way to be closer to you.
So he basically kind of memorized them.
In Crossroads again, so
Just because we're at that crossroads doesn't mean we have to choose the same paths that divided us before.
So it was Heath and Michael and
This is a second chance.
Alex. Bleh.
And
In
that's
whose
what
house?
works so
In
for
Max's
Joe's
house?
heal my heart.
It feels like my console. The pieces of my console, they want to be together. But I can shift them. This thing, it wants to be closed. Maybe I can want it to be open.
Come on, Michael, give it a try. got it open. Wow, Michael.
I was always good at breaking things.
But this piece of glass isn't connected properly.
You were right. Your dad figured out a way to get his tech inside this thing.
If there were ever a good reason to cut the blue wire.
Yeah, but you need the piece of glass, don't you, Michael? So what does this knockout machine do?
An invoice. JD stands for a nickname, Johnny Doe. I found that name on this giant cross dedicated by him and the church. I'm hoping that if we can find an invoice, it'll give us the real name of the man that I want to question whose necklace you found.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Window. Stand into the front. Hey, do you want to get a drink with me sometime?
To discuss these findings?
Oh, God, no. No, to discuss anything else.
I like that.
Aww. Yay, Isabel.
Oh, I was practically raised there. That's a really nice couple. I had this iron cross restored for them. Thank you.
So he's JD.
Got a kid named Buckskin?
Yeah, for sure. He was like his best friend.
You wanted to see me? Your suggestion about checking lipids to identify the paralytic.
So is Heath gonna be Buckskin?
We found its chemical signature was
Before we discuss what I'm sure will be a fruitful partnership, there's one thing I should clear up.
Answer the phone, Heath. Answer the phone. Oh, God.
Around here, they call me Jones.
Oh, God. So Heath knows a lot more than he's saying.
This Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Yeah, so I think Heath knows a lot more than what he's saying. And, oh, I had a feeling that Jones was going to find him first. Oh, God. You should have answered your phone, Heath. But hopefully Liz and Max can save him. Hopefully. But now, Kyle's uncle knows about him, which I don't understand how that is. But, and I was curious to know how they were going to intertwine Heath into this, because you knew he was going to be a little bit more than just some random, not really random, but Liz's new crush or boyfriend. Because I don't know, he just seemed like he'd be more than just, you know, her current boyfriend. Now he's connected to an alien in Roswell who seems to be dying, so I wonder what happens with that. Oh, so many things. And why is the machine trying to call him, and why didn't Michael take the glass out? I don't understand that one, because he needed the glass. But, oh, that scene with Alex had me freaking out. I'm just glad Michael was there. And I'm glad Michael was there to help Alex figure out the machine, which was great. I loved it. And then you had Maria and and Gregory Maines finally getting together. Oh, I loved it. Oh, I loved it. And then you got Isabel asking out the reporter. Good things are happening, but... So then, who entered Heath's apartment. But now it makes sense that it was Heath that was in Max's apartment and knocked out Kyle. And knocked out Maria before Jones showed up. And really knocked her out. But, okay, so things are coming together. I mean, I can only assume it was Heath that was in the apartment. Also, why does no one else seem to know that Kyle is okay? Why is that? I'm assuming that's like a scene that just kind of got left on the cutting room floor, because they went through this whole trouble of finding Kyle, and then suddenly it's like, Alex found him. No one cares about him anymore. Like, what is that? I'm sorry, but that's just going to irritate me so much that they went through this whole episode of looking for Kyle, and then an episode... Is it the episode later? Yeah, an episode later, Alex finds out what happened to Kyle, but we didn't really get an in-depth idea of what actually happened. And then, the next episode, nothing. No mention of Kyle. Nothing. Nothing at all. Like, what is that? And now, Kyle's okay. He was injected with something, but he's fine, and he's still at Deep Sky. Why has no one reached out to find out about him? Like, Kyle just deserves so much better. He really does. He just deserves so much better. I understand they have a lot going on with Jones and the body swapping and all that, but still. I mean, I should care a little bit more about Kyle. I'm hoping that, something happens to redeem everyone on this, but right now I'm just so pissed at everyone about this whole Kyle situation. But I do look forward to seeing what happens next. And I fear for Keith. Very much so. Alright. That was episode 9. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you're enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, please comment down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time, bye guys.